I just want to say, like, we had a lot of conversation about film before the podcast, and you clearly are, an advocate for film and
movies, yeah.
the art of film. I should say that. Christopher Nolan, Quentin Tarantino, Scorsese, all kinds. I'm curious, because I watch a lot of film, and I'm a film buff. Your depiction, the depiction of film and your take on that. Like specifically, the trend now is the bear.
Right?
People have been watching the bear, and I'm just curious. Like, no, seriously, like it's like me as a filmmaker seeing how a set's conducted, right? Like through, I guess, a piece of film. But I'm just curious from your take. Like, have you watched it? Have you heard about it? What's your take on it?
So I've heard of it, of course, because it's so famous,
right?
And it's won awards, and I see the clips on YouTube of the acceptance speeches and things. That's about as far as I go with the bear. I have not watched it. Okay. I have not watched one episode of it. I've seen interviews around some of the actors on the show who are extremely talented. Jeremy Allen White. I mean, I think he's. I've seen snippets of
he
him. He
kills it. Yeah.
I've seen snippets of him in that show and others that he's in.
Maddie kills it, by the way.
Yeah, Maddie's good too.
So I worked with Maddie. I worked
nice.
I worked with Maddie Madison for a year at Parts and Labor when it was still open.
Nice.
Yeah.
Maddie's an amazing guy. He's a very funny dude,
Yeah, Maddie's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, Maddie's real.
Yeah, he's a real
He's
dude.
definitely a character on the show.
That's why we got along.
Yeah.
I think initially, I think I'll always get along. He doesn't really sugarcoat shit. Like when I was working with him, people change, and
I don't think
he's met with a lot of success and fame and celebrity, and I'm happy for him.
Who he is.
And the fact that he's still he's still a family man. He loves his kids, he loves his wife, his family, and his farm, and his dedication to real whole food. Whole Foods, slow food movement, et cetera, et cetera.
Of course.
But in terms of the bear, I'm just not interested in a show that represents an industry I was a part of for 35 years at every single level, like from fast food to 3-mish. Does nothing for me. It's like we were talking about it. I was like, I saw some Jimmy Fallon episode where they were talking about. The focus was about drinking the water out of the quart containers, like the plastic quart containers that they used to store food for prep.
Liters,
That stood out to me. Yeah.
And
what it stood out to you?
And
it stood out to me. Well, I'm very observant. Like I like look at all the details in a shot, and then I was like, I don't know. It's just something I don't see every day, and I've never worked in a kitchen.
I guarantee Maddie wrote that in.
No, right.
He's the only chef.
But he's a consultant.
He's a consultant.
Well, he's a consultant, but he's also executive producer. Yeah. So he, of course. But for me,
that's the thing. I'm asking you that because it would not have stuck out to me, but I would have appreciated it because I've been in places where like all you get is that water, and like and like that water like goes down very fast. So you would be surprised how fast you could drink a liter of water.
Oh, I believe it with the heat
and when you work in the kitchen.
Workout, no, it just stuck out to me again because this is what I think that's what the whole show is tailored towards. Let's be honest, it's not trying to say like to chefs like this is your life. It's not trying to show a mirror. It's more like someone like myself, like the general audience.
Yeah, and I'd agree with that.
Yeah, like just kind of like understanding like the unpolished look at the glam, take away the glamour of like the culinary world, right?
Right. Yeah. No. On that note, to me, when I see that, if I see that scene or when I hear about that, I just think it's pretty fucking idiotic to think that you drink out of anything else.
Yeah. But don't you respect it? Don't you respect it that it's
exactly? You can't have a glass in the kitchen.
Yeah.
But so you pull it apart, but don't you respect that it's authentic? What if it went the other way and they were drinking out of a glass?
It'd be funnier.
Right? Oh, you'd appreciate the entertainment value. I get you now.